Hi everybody, Chef Davies here. I'm in West Palm, down at Palm Beach Meats. We're going to try out some Wagyu. I'm going to put it with one of my vegan plus dishes. So prove to you guys that it's not just plant-based food, we get a bit of Wagyu in there. That's what the plus is all about. Hey everybody, Chef Davies here, and I'm down in Palm Beach Meats with Eric.
How's
How
it
you
going?
doing, son? Nice to meet you.
How are you? Nice
thanks
to meet you.
Thanks for inviting me down. So Eric invited me down. I've got a book out called Vegan Plus, plant-based eating for normal people and plant-based food for the summer. And I took one of my dishes and said, well, how can we make it more appealing to more people? And one of the ways to do it is to add the high-end proteins, the plus to Vegan Plus. And I thought I'd come here, because we're better, than to get some Wagyu from Eric.
That's
so
right.
Eric, tell me, what is Palm Beach Meats and how long have you been going?
So Palm Beach Meats, I would say it's many things, but the concept here started around Wagyu. We specialize in all things Wagyu, Japanese, Australian, a little bit of domestic Wagyu. We serve food 7 days a week, all Wagyu fast casual menu.
Yeah, it's a beautiful restaurant, eh?
We do tastings, we do steakhouse nights, we do a lot of community events. But the central theme and the birth of this came from our love of Wagyu. So that's it in a nutshell. We could talk for hours about what we do.
Let's talk about Wagyu.
Sure.
So one of the dishes I'm going to cook today is it's usually spicy tuna with avocado in a stack. And I add lots of different flavors in there. A lot of influence from like Korean, that kind of stuff, Japanese, Asian style. I know there's lots of different types of Wagyu, and we've got a few here. Why don't you talk me through them and tell me what you've got?
Sure. So just to give you an idea, Wagyu, the direct translation is Japanese cow.
Yeah.
So if you ask someone in Japan, is any of the other stuff Wagyu, they would say no, because you can't have Wagyu outside of Japan. That said, just about every industrialized country in the world has a Wagyu program.
And you have to get a certificate for it, right?
For Japanese Wagyu, every piece, every loin set comes with a certificate. So to give you an idea, this is Japanese Wagyu. Genetically, this animal has the composition to the genetic components to produce marble meat.
And that's all the white fat we can see in there, right?
So that fat, it's different than Angus fat. It has a different melting point. If we leave this out too long, it'll start to melt at roughly room temperature. Angus, I think Angus fat starts to break down at like 170. So if you hear someone say, oh, I had a steak, it melted in my mouth, your body temperature wouldn't break down anything at Ruth's Chris, but your body temperature would break
And that's down. The Angus, the one with the big horns. The
Correct.
Yeah,
right? Most American cattle is Angus. But this fat starts to melt at roughly room temperature. So you see this is the pure form Japanese Wagyu.
And what cut is that?
This is a ribeye here. So you have your eye, the spinalis. That's kind of what makes, you can identify this as a ribeye by looking at that. Just to give you an idea, the Australian Wagyu, genetically, this is full blood. So if you look at these two, the genetic component is just one part to Wagyu.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to the care of the cow, and this is a good demonstration of that. Genetically, these two cuts. This is an Australian Wagyu ribeye that is full blood. They look different, and they eat different. Not to say one is better than the other.
A lot more red, yeah.
And that comes down to the Japanese raising standards are very different than anywhere else in the world. The focus is really on producing the best and not the most.
Yeah.
Australia, I would say, is a close runner-up. This is probably the best steak you'll ever eat. This, I wouldn't even describe it as a steak. This is an experience. This is the richest, best steak you could ever have in your life.
That's an experience.
Yeah, this is an experience. So for what you're doing, I figured you want something plus.
Yeah.
And nothing's more plus than Japanese Wagyu. So what we have here, this is very exclusive. This is the Japanese Wagyu picanha. So we cut them into steaks here because they're huge. The cows are very big. So I think this would be a great addition to the dish, and I think nothing's more plus than this. Picanha is the rump cap. Also, a lot of chefs know it as the culotte. One of my favorite cuts. So I think this will be a great addition to the dish.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you very much for this, I appreciate it. So tell everybody if they want to find out where Palm Beach Meats is. So you deliver to Yacht Chefs as well, right?
We do. We work with yachts. I would say check our website out, palmbeachmeats.com. Shoot us an email. We can deliver anywhere for Yacht Chefs. We also have a retail shop if anybody would like to come in. You can also eat here.
All right, so you can put your order in, have something to eat, and then take it back to the boat, or you deliver to the boats as well.
I mean, I'll bring a cheeseburger if we're delivering meat. You know, we'll bring anything. You know.
Fair enough. So to find out more information from that, we'll put the links below here. It's
www.palmbeachmeats.com or Palm Beach Meats on Instagram.
And Instagram, Palm Beach Meats.
You got it.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Eric. I'll get on now, start cutting all this up and getting it ready.
Sounds
and we'll come
good.
back. I'll invite you back when it's ready and we'll taste some.
I can't wait.
Awesome, man. Thanks very much. So it's all done now. So this is usually my spicy tuna with avos, but this time we've done it with picanha, right? Yeah. Some Japanese picanha wagyu with some gogenchao, which is fermented Korean chili flakes, a load of other things, and now I'm not going to tell you all my secrets. But this is hopefully going to taste fantastic. Oh, I've got Eric over here to come and try it for me. Sure. So, sir, grab yourself a spoon.
Absolutely.
And let me know what you think. So this is taking Vegan Plus to the next level. We've started with the plants and we've added the meats in, and this time we're using a really high-end Japanese Wagyu to really lift this dish up and give it that Vegan Plus.
All right, there we go.
But you can tell it's good when it all goes quiet, right?
Phenomenal.
Thank you very much, sir. If you want to see Palm Beach Meats for yourself, come on down here. We're on just off Dixie Highway, right?
4812 South Dixie Highway.
Up in Palm Beach. If you're at Ribo, it's not far at all. It's been a pleasure cooking with you, Eric. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the food too.
Pleasure's all mine. That was excellent.
Awesome. See more videos, go to Behind the Line with Chef Danny Davis on YouTube, or check out my Instagram, Future Chef Project.